Hey guys, and welcome to the Gilded Prophecy raid guide. The fourth and last boss is Uruluuk. This is a 3-phase fight. As always, I will explain the different mechanics of the fight and then go over the fight itself. Please make sure you have the annotations activated on this YouTube video. Since not all mechanics will be happening on every difficulty, I will add an annotation next to every mechanic I explain to tell you what mechanic to expect on easy, normal or hard mode. We use the following raid setup: 1 tank, a purifier, a chloromancer, a bard and a harp archon. The enrage timer is 10 minutes. The boss has the following mechanics. He has an auto attack cast called Slivers of Earth and he doesn't cleave. The boss will teleport around after 10 seconds into the fight and every minute after that. Explosive Crystal, this is a 2-second cast on a random player. It will do AoE damage around the target. There will be a small yellow crystal spawning every time the boss loses 5% HP. This will do about 15k AoE damage every second to the whole raid. These crystals can be pulled and need to be killed. The boss will cast Storm of Force. This is a 7-second channel. You will need to be close to the boss when it goes off to not be killed. He will cast Fist of Lethis. This needs to be interrupted. The boss will cast Crystal Imprisonment on a random player. This is a 3-second cast and the targeted player will be turned into a crystal. He needs to move at least 7 meters away from the boss before he gets hit. If the player gets crystal too close to the boss, it will heal the boss for a large amount. He will cast Crushing Boulders. This is a 2.2-second cast. This will need to be interrupted or it will deal massive AoE damage. On every second teleport of the boss, he will teleport out of range and begin the crystal phase. He will cast Crystalline Impact on a random player. This will land a green crystal where the player is located. The boss will then start channeling Rage of Lethis. This is a 16-second channel. You will need to be inside the green AoE to be safe of the Rage of Lethis. You will also need to heal the green crystal. If it dies before the channel is over, you will take massive damage from the Rage of Lethis. At this point there will also be small ads spawning. These need to be tanked and killed. Once the cast is finished, the boss will teleport back to the middle of the room and will be debuffed with Earth and Exhaustion. This will increase the boss's damage taken for 20 seconds. After this debuff is gone, 3 crystals will spawn. From the left to right they are called Shrine of Protection, Shrine of Rage and Shrine of Gold. The Shrine of Gold will buff the boss with Shield of Gold, reducing incoming damage by 1% and increases his damage done by 1% per stack. The Shrine of Rage will buff the boss with Rage of Greed, increasing his damage done by 5% per stack. These stacks can be purged. The Shrine of Protection will buff the boss with Protection of Greed, reducing his damage taken by 5% per stack. These stacks can also be purged. The yellow AoE you see around the shrines will deal about 10k damage to players inside of it, but it would also buff anyone inside of it with Crystal Attunement. This buff will increase damage done by 5% per stack for 40 seconds, up to a maximum of 10 stacks. Keep in mind that these stacks also apply to the boss. When the boss reaches 20%, the last phase will start. He will teleport back to his starting point and will be rooted in place. He will gain the buff Power of Greed, reducing incoming damage and increasing outgoing damage by 15% for the rest of the fight. At the start of this phase and every 20 seconds after that, there will be an ad joining the fight. These need to be tanked away from the boss. If they get within 8 meters of the boss, they will start to heal him. The boss will also buff the ads, making them do 100% more damage and grow in size. This can also be purged. So this is all the mechanics. Let's go kill this guy. So pull the boss. This is his auto attack, Slivers of Earth. Explosive Crystal, this is the one that does AoE damage. 10 seconds in, he teleports away. %. The first yellow crystal will spawn in the middle of the room. Remember that these can be pulled. Storm of Force, hug the boss to avoid damage. Fist of Lethis, interrupt that. Crystal Imprisonment, place these at least 7 meters away from the boss to avoid healing him. Once the crystal is spawned, kill it quickly to free the player. Crushing Boulders, interrupt that. Getting close to 1 minute 10 seconds, this will be his second teleport and he will start the crystal phase. The boss has teleported away. Crystalline Impact, the target will need to place himself close enough to the middle while still being close enough so players can free the crystal player and DPS the yellow crystals. He's now casting Rage of Lethis. Stay inside the green for protection, and don't forget to heal the crystal until the channel is finished. The tank needs to pick up the adds, and the DPS need to kill the adds and the remaining crystals during that time. As soon as the boss is back up, he will have Earth and Exhaustion. This is the perfect time to pop audio cooldowns. As soon as this buff is over, the shrines will spawn. Kill the Shrine of Gold on the right side first, since this is the only buff that cannot be purged. Now kill the 2 remaining shrines, and keep on purging the boss. 1 minute since the boss has landed, he teleports away. Make sure you are not out of range to interrupt him. Depending on what strategy you want to use, you can also leave the middle shrine alive if you want to keep on refreshing your stacks of crystal attunement. So this is the fight until 20%, I will speed this up. Again, second teleport, he goes up crystal phase. One minute since the boss has landed, he teleports away. Again, second teleport, he goes up crystal phase. Getting close to 20%, he will not teleport back to his starting point. From now on he will only cast Explosive Crystal, Crashing Boulders and Fist of Lethis from his previous abilities. Again, at the start of the phase and every 20 seconds after this, there will be a new ad spawning. Remember, you have to tank this away from the boss. If they get within 8 meters they will heal him. You can now see the boss casting his buff on the ad. It has traveling time and you will notice the ad getting bigger in size. Purge this buff ASAP to avoid unnecessary damage. And this is the last phase, just tank the ads, purge them and keep interrupting the boss. And that's it guys, good luck on your kill. As always, I will add the roll alerts that I have for this fight in the video info, so make sure you check that out. And if you want to share my guides in the guide section of the Rift forums, or anywhere else, that would be greatly appreciated. And as always guys, thanks for watching.